Hello, everyone. Cathy, Sabater mortgage planner and proud veteran. San Diego's greatest realtor that I know of is Collette Jimenez. Hey, Collette.
Hey, Kat, thank you. And welcome back, everybody. We are going to be continuing in the 10-minute topic where Kathy and I discuss everything real estate related. And we're going to be moseying on down the road in our first time home buyer roadmap series. And we're taking you from dream to doorstep. So, I am a real estate professional dedicated to helping first time home buyers navigate this journey. And whether you're saving for your down payment, exploring loan programs, or ready to make your first offer, this is your trusted guide through every step of the process. Kat and I are here for you. So, let's dive into our topic. Continuing on the roadmap, buying your first home is super exciting. And when you start hearing terms like FHA, VA, conventional, Cal HAFA, it can feel a little bit like alphabet soup. But don't worry, by the end of this, we are going to have you all situated and you'll know what these loan programs mean and how each one fits you. So, choosing the right loan program and lender is just as important as choosing your right home. The loan determines how much you can afford, what your monthly payment will be, and how competitive your offer looks to sellers. So, Kat and I are going to be discussing choosing the right loan program. So, big picture, what is a loan program? So, Kathy, would you say that a buyer's loan program is their buying foundation?
Uh, Absolutely. So basically, the way it works is we talked about budget, right? And the ability to make the payments. Then once you get to that comfort level, then it's like, okay, we have all these different loan programs for you to choose from. Which one's going to best meet your needs, right?
Yeah.
Down payment assistance program, no down payment assistance program, lower down payments. Did you have a bankruptcy? Were you you could be a first time home buyer if you didn't own a home in 3 years. So there's all these different things that come into play that, yes, that is your foundation, because what Collette is trying to do is prepare you. We talked about, hey, let's get you pre-approved so you have a checkbook. So when the opportunity happens, whether you have rates up or lower, if it meets your mortgage needs, right? Regardless of what the rate
Yep.
is. If we say this is your budget and this is what your payment is, let's go shopping with Collette, because her new tagline is what?
From dream to doorstep.
There
We're
you
taking you
go.
there.
And that's how the loan helps you with getting your dream home with Collette.
Thank you. So it's the structure that holds your financial plan together. And so lenders are going to use different programs based on your credit score, down payment, and or military service background. So let's talk about these major loan types real quick and how they best fit you. So FHA, that a lot of people refer to that as a first-time home buyer program. However, like Kat said, if you haven't bought a house in 3 years, you can still utilize this program. It's not like one and done, you can never use it again. Those loans typically allow as little as 3.5% down, and the credit score requirement is flexible. The trade-off with that is that you have mortgage insurance for the life of the loan if you haven't put down 20% or don't have 20% invested until you refinance. So, Kathy, I know I mentioned that those credit scores are flexible. What is FHA looking at right now of what they can accept for a credit score?
So two things to remind people: FHA and VA, they don't actually do loans. They create the loan programs that you're in. It is then the loan officers and mortgage brokers. I'm a mortgage broker, so we have different investors that we can seek advice, and each of them have different requirements. So FHA may say, hey, you can have a 525 credit score, but that don't mean a bank wants to take that risk on. So
Right.
the beautiful thing with working with a broker is that we go and we shop for you. So with FHA, as you had mentioned, you have 3.5% down, but guess what? There's a new program with FHA where they will cover your other 3%. So again, we could talk about that later, but that
Yes,
is some great news for people who are trying to get in the door.
that's amazing. And you said that credit score can vary. What are you typically seeing on average as a requirement? Like, are we going below 600?
Well,
Really?
I'll give you my personal opinion. If you have
Okay.
a credit score of 580, I'm gonna ask you, really, should you be buying a house or should we manage your household? Can
Okay.
we take care of your debt? right? Although you can get a loan, but should we do it, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, most people who have 580 credit scores, believe it or not, make a lot of money. It's just bad habits. So we want to make sure they keep their house.
Yeah.
So the goal is, as we talked about before, is to get the budget worksheet, get you comfortable, figure out how you're managing your money. And when you're ready, right? Because we want you to have the ability to pay. We want you to be able to keep that home. So even if the requirement says, hey, you can have a 525 or 550 credit score, don't get me wrong, Collette and I will help you. We just want to make sure you are going to feel comfortable, because at the end of the day, we want you to keep your home. And that to
Yes.
me is the most important part.
100%. So moving on, the next loan program is VA. And those
Woo!
are amazing. I know Kat is a VA specialist and also a proud service member that has served our country, which thank you.
Pleasure to serve.
So this is for veterans, active duty members, or eligible spouses. It allows for 0% down, no mortgage insurance, and often lower rates. The catch is obviously that you meet those service requirements, but if you qualify, this is literally one of those best options out there for you.
Correct.
The next one, oh, go ahead. Did you want to say?
And VA to me is one of the best, because let's put aside the credit scores, right? Because credit VA is the same way. You can have lower credit scores and higher debt to income ratio, which we covered before, which is how much money you make and how much we're willing to allow you to pay to become a homeowner, which
Right.
VA has the highest debt to income ratio in regards to actually qualifying for a loan, which a lot of veterans, I don't think they know that.
Which is I love that those programs are made available because our servicemen and women really do so much for our country and invest so much into it that they deserve everything and more that they get
That's right.
back. So,
Absolutely.
conventional loan is our next loan product. These are classic mainstream loans backed by Fannie and Freddie. They do require a higher credit score, typically about 620. Am I quoting that correctly?
Yes.
And the down payments can be as low as 3%. Mortgage insurance drops off once you reach that 20% equity, which can save you a lot over time. And then there's California specific programs like CalHAFA and more. And these are great first time support for buyers that are first time home, for first time home buyers. And programs like CalHAFA or CalHAFA Conventional are going to pair your main loan with a down payment or closing cost assistance. And that's what Kat had referenced prior to this, is that there's so many different programs out there that her as a broker can sit and look at your specific financial temperature, if you will, and find and match you with the right program for what you're looking for. There's examples of my home assistance program, which they can help cover up to 3.5% of the purchase price for the down payment. And these programs are especially helpful in high cost areas. There's also other high cost area specific programs that are available. I've seen some that give you like about 17 grand. For example, one that I saw in the Fallbrook area, and that would help you buy down your rate, or if you don't have a big enough down payment assistance. So Kat can help you with all of those. And so what she does is she matches the program to the buyer. So what she had mentioned before, how much can you afford to put down? What is your credit score? How long do I plan to stay in this home? Am I eligible for any programs like VA or CalHAFA? And then why these things matter. So why does it matter what your loan program looks like? Well, in a competitive market in California, the loan often affects how sellers view your offer. Conventional loans are sometimes seen as a stronger loan because maybe you're putting 20% down, or because you have a higher credit score. So remember, Kat had said, if someone at 580, should you be purchasing a home? If you have a higher credit score, it means that your DTI is usually lower and you've managed money well. So FHA and VA loans are great programs, and they come with certain appraisal and property condition guidelines that maybe some sellers worry about. That fixer next door that you're looking at, it may not work with those programs if there's no flooring or big holes in the wall. things like that. So a good lender and real estate agent are going to work together, like Kat and I will, to help make sure that your offer stands out no matter which type of loan you choose. So my pro tip of the day is get pre-approved and not just pre-qualified, which we talked about in our last series. And we're going to help you look like a rock star, and it shows sellers that you're serious. It also gives you a chance to look at multiple loan options with Kat before you start your house hunting with me. So anything else you wanted to add to that, Kat, as far as why the loan matters?
Well, one thing I wanted to add is if we do have a fixer upper, they do have a renovation loan that we do have with FHA that would allow you to purchase a home like that and cover some of those costs, believe it or not. But again, that's based on the property, is also based on what you can manage, because remember, happy wife, happy life. And depending on who you're dealing with will indicate, hey, I know for a fact when I purchased my home, I usually bought something that it needed some elbow grease. But if you buy a house in the right area that you feel comfortable in, and then all you have to do is fix the house, that's a lot easier than trying to fix the neighborhood. So
That's right.
for all of your needs for real estate, you need to give Collette Jimenez a call at
619-838-1696. Thanks for joining us on our first time home buyer roadmap, where Kat and I are helping you get from dream to doorstep. And I hope that this insight will give you the confidence to take the next step forward in home ownership. Stay tuned for our next episode, which is building your dream team.
All right. See you then.
See ya.